Before Mahina Beauty, Maria and Suzanna had a vegan blog where they shared their take on food, lifestyle, exercise, and vegan beauty products. As the topic of vegan beauty became more prevalent, Susan began looking for vegan alternatives to hyaluronic acid. Usually made from rooster combs and cow hooves, they agreed on something more ethical and healthy. Taking matters into their own hands, they began researching, experimenting, and blending serums. Eventually, after an inspired wellness retreat, they decided to attend a formulating school. Years later, they introduced Turn on the Light Face Serum and their version of hyaluronic acid. Mahina Beauty is a clean beauty line offering plant-based skincare products designed for a holistic self-care experience. The brand was created by two healthy living bloggers when they found a disconnect with their vegan lifestyles and skincare products on the market. All Mahina Beauty products are 100% ethically sourced, cruelty-free, and formulated with Ormus, a natural alkaline mineral that fights off toxins and aids in the rejuvenation of skin for improving radiance. The brand is not only dedicated to the health and well-being of the planet, its customers, but giving back to the greater community with partnerships supporting a range of nonprofit organizations. Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome to Live the Glamour. We are back with another fun episode. I'm so excited to be here with Mahina Beauty, two lovely owners, founders of it, Maria and Suzanna. And we're just going to chat and share more about your brand. I'm so looking forward to hearing more about it, actually.
Oh, we're excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank
you for having us.
So the first question that I have is just tell us a little bit about yourselves, both of you, and how you kind of came together.
Well, we've actually met each other 20 plus years ago in Tokyo.
Oh,
So we're there malling, and this is like before, or like I think it was like when email first started. So we kind of lost touch with each other. And then like fast forward like 20 plus years, coincidentally we found ourselves both in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So we like,
which is strange because I mean Maria, she's American, but she's from Hawaii.
right.
I'm Nigerian.
Wow.
So and somehow we both ended up here in LA.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What's strange is that so when we reconnected with one another, our life trajectory was exactly the same. Like exactly like our insurance, everything. So it was just kind of, I also like when we first met, there was another person that went to lunch, but both of us, we had the same exact clothes. Our handbag was just like same exact
like right
way.
across.
Yeah. No way.
We wore glasses. It was kind of weird.
It's meant to be.
It was meant to be. So
it was really funny because she was walking up. I'm like, wow, you look like me.
me.
It was really funny. And then we were both into helping animals and animal rescue. And we have dogs and we love, dogs, cats, all animals. And we were both into beauty and just kind of healthy stuff, a healthy lifestyle. It was a fun subject to talk about.
Yeah. And I feel like to be on the same page with everything, I mean, that's unusual, especially because so much time went by, and then to get together and be similar time and I guess on the same page with a lot of things, especially beauty related, is different.
And it didn't feel like 20 years passed. It just felt like it was like a year or something.
Wow.
It was amazing. So
that's amazing. I love that. I think that's like, that just, it proves that things are meant to be, and meant to happen a certain way. I really do. I really think that. Yeah. So when you came together, were you, I guess, talking about beauty, or how did you sort of start that conversation with each other?
I think we were kind of sort of at a turning point in our lives. We were looking for something new to do. So we started, what we were really interested in, like health food and plant-based diet and all sorts of things, lifestyle. So we started a blog together, just the two of us. And then we're just like, we're having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. Like, we're eating at like all restaurants, taking photos of the food, like cooking.
We love food.
I love that. I love foods.
We've done it for like maybe a few years, maybe 3 4 years.
3 years, maybe? Yes. We had a lot of fun with it. And then we just we were looking for products, skincare products that were plant-based, cruelty-free, organic. It didn't have all those toxins in them, Maria struggled with cystic acne, right? When you were younger.
Wow. Yeah.
So it took her.
Like how long ago, or I guess I don't know what the time frame was from what was the year that you kind of came together and started just like talking or doing the blog?
I think it was about 7 years ago.
Okay.
16,
Yes.
17, something like
Yes.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, of course, like our passion, we've always been into wellness and beauty. And so like, that just like gets us excited.
Yes.
Like how we kind of like morphed into that side of the skincare of the blog.
Yeah.
And we were looking for the hyaluronic acid at that time, because this is like around like 2016, 17. There was a lot of vegan makeup, but not a lot of skincare. We wanted to find something that was plant-based, but also has like a little luxurious feel to it.
Yes.
So, that's important for us.
And
like,
I think that's a challenge. Yeah. I feel like
so hard to find.
It was very hard.
And hyaluronic acid was almost impossible to find, because that's what we were looking for. And for us, for our skin, just love HA. We love it. It's for me, because I get dry patches on my skin.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing that would help. And vitamin C.
Right.
So
those two.
Yeah.
And now you found, I mean, not to skip ahead past like the starting of the brand, but that was, I guess, how you started to develop the brand, was by trying to figure out a vegan alternative to hyaluronic acid.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow.
So
I know, so crazy.
And we're like,
this is
fun. This is fascinating. We kind of felt like scientists. We're like, do it.
Yeah.
So we both got certified as formulators, skincare formulators.
Oh, wow.
And then we just started the company.
Oh, that's incredible. So you never, I've never heard anyone do that. And I think that is so interesting, because usually you have to go to a formulator. And now I feel like maybe, I don't know, you can speak better on it, but did it give you more, a better opportunity to work with more products, because now you're not relying on someone else, like you're actually being able to develop the formulas?
Definitely. We have more control over what we want to do. Specifically, we have this ingredient called Ormus, which is such a fascinating ingredient, like so many different levels to it.
I'm so curious about it. I know.
The thing about Ormus is that you can't use electronics around it. So if we brought it to a facilitator, it would just not be worth it.
Really? What is it? What is Ormus?
Basically, Ormus is orbitally rearranged monatomic elements. And these are like really, really small little particles and cells that enter the skin so much easier. They go into the deep level. It's very complex, because it's also a medicine, like a holistic medicine. It's a Siddha medicine. They used it in India in ancient times, in Egypt back in ancient times. Oh, wow. So it has a lot of like kind of woo-woo side to it.
Yeah.
Fun, because it's used to help them with meditation and calm the mind. But in the same time, what it does is it helps the body with wherever it needs to help. In your skin, it helps whatever ingredients you put in the product, it enhances those ingredients. So there is something very special about that. We noticed when we add Ormus into our products, it works on another level.
Yeah. It sounds like it, especially because of the way you described it, what it is. Yeah. Sounds like it sounds very scientific, but at the same time, especially if it's being used in other modalities, that makes it even more like something different that you don't really, I've never heard of it in any beauty or skincare product. So is that in all the products that you
majority of
certain ones?
Yeah, except the face oil, but everything else we use
has that in it. So it just enhances the product and makes it work. Wow, I love that.
It increases the circulation. Like as a beauty standpoint, increases circulation. It helps with your big pores. Your complexion is just more glowy. Oh, wow. There's just so many different components to it. Like if I take a little bit, like a little powder before yoga, oh my god!
Oh wow, really?
All in my body. Like
that's amazing.
Nothing can distract me. I'm like, or even meditation. Exactly.
Yeah.
It sounds incredible. It sounds like something that is that
actually,
you don't really.
Actually, a lot of athletes are beginning to use it for joint pains or inflammation, which is very interesting.
And they use it just like directly, just Ormus on its own.
I think so, but there's a lot of like
Or is it
supplements,
different formulated different ways?
a lot of different
Yeah, because I
formulas.
think it enhances all the, whatever they put into the joint supplement. So it
That's so amazing.
Yeah,
enhances, yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you put it in skincare. That's like,
yeah, exactly.
I know.
I
I
love
know.
it.
Not.
Exactly. So when I guess when you came up with the Ormus and then also the vegan hyaluronic acid, is that where you said, okay, now we're ready to start a brand and start creating your, I guess, signature products?
Yeah, I guess, but we did it very slowly.
Mm,
Because to create a product, it takes like like from research development, like
yeah.
we have our own lab as well, so it's like like every like
And
few months we check
testing.
it, we're like,
Yeah.
okay, so it's like
Yeah.
continuous. So like at least
Yeah.
like one product would be like a year, around like
Oh.
a year and
Yeah,
a half.
especially as Maria said, the stability testing. That's
Mhm.
what took so long because we use natural preservatives. We didn't want to use all these harmful preservatives
Yes.
to the skin. They have just uh, it's scary what goes into
Oh
skincare
yeah,
products
yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
So
It is very.
yeah, so we needed to make sure that the combinations of these natural preservatives work and they
Mm,
work for a long time, that, the shelf life is at least a year for
wow.
our. So it took a long time for us. We had to test it. We have
Yeah.
our, testing. It's a little machine where you put everything in and it creates whatever temperature you want. It creates extreme heat,
Freezing
humid,
cold.
freezing cold,
Yeah.
and humid weather.
Yeah.
So the product has to go through all of this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for especially depending on where you're shipping to, and I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
where it's stored or how people, I mean, I'm sure there's so many different
Uh-huh.
factors that come into play with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then once we
Yes.
do it in-house, then we do it as a third party
Oh,
testing.
wow.
And that's expensive. Like
I,
one product could be like $2,000. And if we fail, it's like, okay, here's another
yeah, you
two.
gotta do it all over again.
We're very like, yeah.
I find it so interesting, and this is why I love doing this, is because I don't know if, consumers and then even people who are looking at creating products understand what really does go into it, and the care and detail if you do want a really good quality
Oh yeah.
luxury product.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a
Um,
lot of frustrations, but a lot of love that goes into
yes. And it
Yeah.
probably feels so great to have it like at its final stage and be ready to
Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what we went through, I think what was one of the most challenging is not to use palm oil
Mhm.
into our products because it's
Oh,
so bad for the environment.
yeah.
So we had to find other products that stabilizes basically so the product doesn't separate.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like that took us a long time
That
to
did.
find the right
That
products,
did.
the right amount, the
Yeah.
right temperature.
Exactly.
It's just so much to think about it. But
Yeah, that it really is. How
we
did
have to
you
love it.
you do. You have to love it and you have to be ready to be involved, I think, all the time, every hour of the day. And
Exactly. We wear
just
many hats together.
yes. It sounds like it, just from, being able to formulate to having a lab and,
Yeah.
handling. At the same time, I think that that's different because you really are very hands-on then with your brand, and you're not, you have a lot of control,
We
which
do.
makes
We
a
do.
difference in what
Yeah.
you're putting out.
Yeah. And we try to like either like with social media, we try to hire like outsource it, like, but it's just like it wasn't right because it didn't have our message.
Yes.
So we used it for a few months. We're like, you know what? I'm like going back and like re-editing everything. So it's like, what's the point?
Doesn't feel the same. It's not I mean, you're all that. It sounds like you,
It's not authentic if
yes,
someone does it.
the authenticity that you have from every step of the way is there.
Yeah.
From the very, very beginning all the way till, social media and being featured places. So
Exactly.
that's a big deal. How did you come up with the name? What does the name represent?
Well, Mahina, I'm from Hawaii,
Mhm.
and so Mahina means moon in Hawaiian, and so like the moon is the ultimate feminine divine
Yes.
energy. It's subtle but so powerful.
I
We want to
love
take that like as like our theme of our brand. It's like we're not heavily scented. We're very natural. We're very conscious about people who have sensitivities. So, but we also wanted to create a product that's very potent.
Yes.
And then beauty was like a French way of saying beauty, like
Yes.
beauté. And so we wanted to add that little like luxurious.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Oh, I love that. I love that name that it
Yeah.
represents. that it means moon. That's so that's so nice.
We're always like in sync with the moon, like, oh, you know, it's new moon, it's a full moon.
Yeah, we're
so it
so
only makes sense for it to go, for that to be your brand. What was the first product you developed from?
The turn on the light
serum.
And that one is your hyaluronic acid.
Yes. That one has it, and also our rose serum has it. So the rose serum was the next one. The Sacred Rose was the second product we developed, and they both have it. I don't think other products has it, right? No,
just the two of them.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing. I don't know. Are you finding that people are interested or like the fact that you have created a vegan hyaluronic acid and that it's a little easier to find?
Yes. Yeah. We feel like that actually is something that people are looking for.
You
know, they're just the plant-based and more environmentally friendly, cruelty-free, and you know, we're also vegan certified. We're PETA certified.
Oh wow.
Leaping bunny.
Yeah. Nice. Did you I know you briefly talked about the benefits, but do you want to go over some of the benefits of hyaluronic acid? Or I think hyaluronic acid, but the vegan hyaluronic acid has even more because it is vegan, so it kind of caters to that side of things too.
Well, also the type that we use, because we use two different kinds.
So we use two different types of hyaluronic acid, the low and the high. So the low goes really deep into the cellular structure just to create that, you know, I'm sure you know a lot about hyaluronic acid, how it creates, it replenishes the water reserves in our skin. So with like the low that we use, it goes deeper into the cellular structure to create that like plump look. And then high is just to kind of create like more of a barrier to protection. So that part is, I think it's just fascinating.
That is.
And then our hyaluronic acid is it's from non-GMO, gluten-free and vegan. So it comes from corn, like fermentation of corn, wheat, and what's the other one? Corn, wheat.
Yeah, we have a little here.
And yeast.
Oh wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. And so
it's like, how did you do that?
It's crazy.
I know. It's amazing, all the incredible plant-based products, and
I love it.
You know, it's just like so many. Like we really went down the rabbit hole, you know.
We did.
Yeah, I think that is so amazing that you can create these type of products, you know, in a very healthy, vegan, good for your body type of way.
There's always we don't have to destroy the environment or ourselves, our health.
It's absolutely incredible.
We love hyaluronic acid because like we believe everything should have hyaluronic acid. We see it in like so many products, and like it's all over the place, but for a reason, because like, you know, it's lightweight. It's like you can use it like all season, day or night, and the age range is amazing. Like you can a woman or a person who's like in their 20s can still benefit from it, or also someone who's like looking more for like targeting anti-aging concerns. So it's so wide, and
you're not stuck. You're not stuck in that age. I've also heard, and I don't know if anyone's doing, I've heard there was like talk, or I guess maybe trends happening about it being used in hair care to your hair. I haven't tried that yet, but I've heard that.
If you find a brand, let us know.
I haven't found it yet, but I heard, you know, like, I guess being around and in the industry, people were talking about it being in hair care, and it kind of makes sense, because if it's hydrating and, you know, holds water, it makes sense that it would be. But
well, we should look into it.
I know, that's why I'm like, you know what, you sound like the
I will send you a sample.
What are all the products that you have in your collection so far?
Well, we have those two serums. We also have the lip balm, a lip balm, Ormus lip balm.
Oh, you do have a lip balm.
You know, I was just telling Maria that one of my dogs loves our lip balm.
No way.
She steals it out of my bag. This was the fifth, and I told her I need a new lip balm because Marble ate my lip balm again.
That is so funny.
It out, and she literally and she doesn't touch any of the other lip balms. I have a bunch of lip balms. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
only the Mahina Beaute one.
That is so funny. I wonder why. Like, I wonder what makes it.
No preservatives?
Or maybe it's the Ormus
Oh, yeah.
or the cocoa butter. Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
It really is delicious.
Yeah. I don't know if I've heard. I mean, that sounds amazing that you have a lip balm. I mean, you don't always see that in all skincare. You know, it starts with the basics. But so you said you have the 2 serums, an oil, and the lip balm. Is that what you said?
The lip balm, a hand and foot balm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A cleansing balm, and our face oil.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and the body oil, yes.
Oh, and a body oil too. Yeah. And they all have, or you said most of them have Ormus in it too.
Everyone except except the face oil.
Yeah, face oil. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said the face oil. Oh, wow. That is so, I mean, I feel like it's so unique to the market to have, I mean, the 2 elements that you have, that you have a vegan hyaluronic acid and the Ormus. So really good for people to try something and have the opportunity to switch up their products with something a little bit better for their skin. I feel like it's amazing. I know you do a little bit with charity or giving back. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah,
we have a couple of well, actually more than 2, but what we do is we give a lot of our products for auction, items. We have a lot of people reach out to us, and they're not on our website, but the main charities that we work with, one is Start Rescue, which is an animal rescue. They rescue dogs and cats and fund spay and neuters for low-income families who want to get animals fixed. And also do transport animals from high kill shelters to rescue groups. So it's a group that I am involved with myself, and also Maria is one of our fosters. She fosters dogs, and
big animal lovers.
Yeah, that is so sweet though.
I have like 6 dogs, and how many do you have?
I have 4.
Yeah,
right?
it's
no way.
It's crazy.
Yes, I have cats too, but it's just like I can't take it right now. I think 4 is yeah. So that's one of the rescues that we give back, and then we give for the charity. And then the other one, Maria, wanted to share.
It's called Echoes of Hope, and they support the at-risk teenagers, the foster teenagers here in Los Angeles. So they give like the love, support, everything that they need to be comfortable and thrive in the foster system.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I love that. I mean, those are the children and pets, like they're just the 2,
exactly.
I feel like if there's anything that you can give back to, it would be that. I mean, I feel like they need it the most, and it's deserving, and it's special. So that's amazing.
And for us, like that was actually the main reason, besides our love for beauty and health, our main reason why we started this company, because the more that we grow, the more we can give back.
Yes.
And we're in this world just to give back. That's what we do.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. That's our passion.
Yeah.
It's great because a lot of times, like business partners, they don't have the same heart.
No.
But
well, I mean, from the beginning, it sounds like you really, had the same paths in the same way. So it only makes sense that it would continue to go that way. I feel like it's the greatest way to grow a business too, is to be aligned. And have other passions that can come into it. So it's absolutely incredible. I'm going to be putting all the links that you mentioned, but I also I think you have a Valentine's Day special coming up too.
Yes, we do. Yes. We do. So it's for our Sacred Rose serum, and it's 20% off with the code Valentine's.
Oh, perfect. I'll make sure they have that too.
February 1st to the February 15th.
Oh, amazing. So that's a perfect a way to try the product is then 20% off. I love it. And you said Valentine.
Yes.
Nice and easy. All the links will be to the website, but how can everybody find Mahina on social?
We're Mahina Beaute on everything. We're on Facebook, Instagram,
and TikTok.
And TikTok, you're everywhere. Awesome. That's so perfect.
That's all we need.
Thank you both so much for joining me today. This is amazing. I love
It was fun.
Hearing about it, yeah. Learning all about
too.
it. Like I said, for everyone, the links will be in the box below and also be shared on social media so you can find them everywhere. And I hope everybody has a really good day. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. You too. Have a beautiful day.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.